stop consuming dating advice. You've probably seen a video like that before, multiple times. Or if you haven't and this is the first time you're seeing it, you know why you should stop consuming dating advice, right? It's really not doing that much for you. I mean, when you look at the way the internet is set up, other than the fact that the main reason you should stop watching dating advice and self-improvement videos is that you know what you need to do, now go and implement it. Like that's the main thing. But even apart from that, when you look at like the way the internet is set up now, you look at how things like feminism and woke culture has just spiraled out of control. The political landscape is very polarized, and you look at like the manosphere, it's the red pill is just, it's basically just become like the male version of feminism. When you look at the way that works out, it's really not surprising to see that it's ended up this way, because the internet rewards things that gain attention very quickly. It rewards polarity and extremism, and those are the things that do attract attention, right? When the internet is set up that way, you need to realize that when you're trying to help yourself, it's probably best that you don't fall into those traps, right? And the internet, again, you can probably sift through like the good advice and the bad advice, but like the more you watch on the internet, it's very difficult to tell the good advice from the bad advice, especially because the very intelligent people who create content like that know how to mix in the good advice with the bad advice to get like more content. Because I'm sure you've noticed when you watch like certain videos or certain channels, it gets stale. Like it gets very repetitive because it's giving out the same advice. Like what advice are you going to get given, right? Other than, oh, if you want to attract a good woman, right, you make yourself into a better person, and that includes things like make more money, dress better, get into shape. You know what you need to do basically, right? But what all these channels are doing now is like they're just repackaging. They're either repackaging the same thing in like a different manner, which is at worst it's like a waste of your time, or it can get more cynical where they just end up just like lying or just injecting, mixing in the lies with the truth, just injecting something in there that's a little bit extreme to get the views up, right? And when you realize that it's set up like that, you need to stop, right? But I'll give you like one thing I learned from Jordan Peterson that can really like hammer this point home, right? And he was saying that, I'm going to try my best to paraphrase here. He was saying that in all of his years of studying, like looking at studies and studying like psychology and literature and looking at all like the studies that have been made, there has been no greater correlation between two factors than a man's ability to attract a woman and his the amount of money he makes, basically, right? Like your social status and your economic value. Think about it, of all the things he studied, and this is a lot because this is decades he's been studying. Of all the things he studied, all the data, I don't know why I said it like all the data and everything he's been studying, there's been no greater correlation than the correlation between how successful a man is in his dating life and the amount of money he makes, basically. Now, look, I'm not saying, oh, go make money and you get women, right? But I'm kind of saying that, right? The point I'm trying to make is stop doing all this, stop watching videos of like you're analyzing people. Oh, how did you walk up to this girl and she liked him? And like, bro, stop. Or wear this color because it's going to be more attractive to women, or do this and everything. Like, look, there's utility in looks maxing and like learning. Oh, if you have a better jawline, you probably look better, and it might help if you like start chewing like harder foods or whatever, things like that. But again, I mentioned this in I think it's the last video I made about the essential few, right? I was looking at Andrew Tate and I was like, people like Andrew Tate and the like, he doesn't really he didn't do all of that crap, right? What has he been doing like the last 10-15 years? Making money and getting status and getting in shape. But again, you could be like significantly out of shape and you'd be fine, right? One of the most important thing for him has been getting money and status. That's it, right? Now again, I'm trying not to like turn this into a video of like hedonism, like climb the corporate ladder, or like chase like money, hustle culture and all of that. But I'm just trying to show you that watching all these videos, and I think this is like the damning statement that should get you to stop watching these videos, or you should just remember, watching videos about how to get girls is not helping you get girls. Let's just put it that way. The more videos, it's not a positive correlation. Again, to go back to the point I was making about the Jordan Peterson thing, the most positive correlation in all of like statistics he studied, and that means it's very, very positive. It's you make more money or you become more valuable as a man, you get more successful with women. So the point I'm trying to make now, so I can just stop running around in circles, get off YouTube, stop watching all these, stop consuming dating advice, make something of your life. Figure out your direction, what career you want to do, or whatever it is you want to do, like make money, who you want to be, and aim single-handedly at that. All right. Obviously, learn how to be like sociable and all of that crap. But like the most important thing is just make something of yourself, and that'll make you more successful with women. Basically, stop watching dating advice. It's a waste of your time. But yeah, make sure you subscribe to join the Self Improvement Brotherhood. And until next time, see you boys.